Hello everyone, how's it going guys? Hope everything's going nicely for you all. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's video is about something I get asked a lot: how to sound like Metallica using only free plugins. Just to be absolutely clear guys, disclaimer, all these files have been found online, so I take no credit or responsibility for them. Use them at your own risk. You can find all the links to great things in the description below. I'll take into consideration the old Metallica classic guitar tones especially. I don't think there's much more to worship when you think of Metallica, right? I don't know, maybe I'll add something more of the recent tones too, I don't know. However, I'll play the original Metallica riffs. I hope that this video will not get demonetized. If you like my music and want to support my work, subscribe to my YouTube channel and buy my albums on BandCamp. Now with all that being said, let's begin. So this is the Kill 'Em All sound, and at that time both James and Kirk were using Marshall rigs modified by Jose Arredondo, and the very nice guy who's modded amps for a number of great guitarists like Eddie Van Halen. James Hetfield mostly employed his JCM 800, while Kirk used the combination of the SLP later switching to the JCM 800 too, also on the Ride the Lightning album. It's not totally clear what amps were used on the Kill 'Em All album, but according to the Danish engineer Flemming Rasmussen, who kept meticulous notes for all the majority of the songs, they used very high gain bass and treble and almost killed the mid frequencies. So the early days of Metallica, 1983, 1985 more or less, and during this period both on Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning albums they were known to perform tremendous live shows all over the world. And also at that time both Kirk and James were using Marshall rigs modified by the great Jose Arredondo. However, we're talking about 40 years ago and it cannot be totally clear which amp settings they were using. But however, according also to the Flemming Rasmussen, they set the gain, bass and treble nearly at maximum, and they killed metaphorically of course the mid frequencies. James and Kirk's settings were almost the same, except that Kirk would back the gain down to 4 or 5 for a cleaner sound on the leads. Okay, alright, so let's take a quick look at the equipment and gear they used back in the day. Master of Puppets 1986 and 1987. That was a great change in the music, and it happened that both guitarists Kirk and James began their association with boogie amplifiers. So yeah, while Kirk was still using Marshalls on stage, James was using a Mesa Boogie Mark II-C slaves into his whole JCM 800 for both live and studio situations. They began to experiment with different amp settings during that time period, but yeah, the good general setting for most of the songs will be gain, bass and treble at almost 7 and the mids at 3. Alright guys, before we move forward with the detailed tutorial, I want to remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want to support my work, please buy my albums on BandCamp. Now let's get on with the video. And Justice for All tone, notice that this may not be the 100% blueprint copy of what you heard in the original song, okay? However, they used back in the day, the Metallica fully transitioned to Mesa Boogie amplification, and first using the Mark II-C and later switching to the Mark IV. And one of the significant additions to James' rig was the introduction of the ADA MP1 preamp, because of its ability to provide a heavy overdriven distorted sound without sounding muddled or muddy, and yeah, it's still widely used by metal guitarists today. Of course, during the recording of both the Justice for All and the Black album, James and Kirk used a number of different amp settings. For example, the heavily distorting rhythm section of the song 1 was recorded with significantly boosted bass and mid-range, while generally the other songs tended to have the gain and the bass dialed down. Remember that I wasn't there in the studio when they were recording these albums, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. My final guitar tone may not be the 100% perfect blueprint copy of what you heard from the original album. Okay, well, the legend says that during the recording of both the Justice for All and the Black album, both James and Kirk used a number of very different amp settings, which added a great deal of variety to the songs, but made it very tougher to nail down to a specific set of amp settings that apply to the entire album. For example, they recorded some part of the songs with
up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah.
The conclusion of this video, I hope that it has been useful to you and that it has helped you to produce better music. You can download the entire pack directly from the link in the description below, and if you liked the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want to support my work, please guys buy my albums on BandCamp. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.